News from around SPU sports. In volleyball, the Falcons swept St. Martin's in 3 sets on Tuesday and compete Saturday afternoon at Montana State Billings. The SPU Spikers return home next Thursday to host Central Washington. Stop by to Brome Pavilion on Thursday at 7 o'clock to catch the volleyball team in action. The SPU men's and women's cross-country teams run Saturday morning among a high-level field of collegiate competitors at the Western Washington Classic. Racing begins at 10 o'clock at the Sudden Valley Golf Course in Bellingham. The women's soccer team won 3-2 in overtime earlier today at Simon Fraser. Casey Reeve scored the 3rd minute of extra time to give the Falcons the W. The SPU women are home Saturday afternoon to host Montana State Billings in the annual Senior Day game. 9 Falcon seniors will be honored with a ceremony prior to the 3 o'clock kickoff. Be sure not to miss that one. And come back to Interbay Stadium on Saturday night to catch another SPU men's game. The Falcons clash with Montana State Billings to complete the current 6-game homestand. That's SPU men's soccer Saturday at 7 right here at Interbay Stadium. No goals through 45 minutes. We'll take a break and return here on SPUFalcons.com. We are back at Interbay Stadium, moments away from the kickoff to start the second half. 0-0 through 45 minutes between the SPU Falcons and the Concordia Cavaliers. However, everyone, Andrew Harvey for you here on the GNAC Digital Network. Welcome back for the second 45. You'll take a look at it as we glance at our first half stats. All in all, most things pretty even. 7 shots by the visitors, 4 by SPU. 3 shots on goal by the Falcons, 2 from the Cavaliers, including one ball that was cleared right off the line by Michael Hatch on the back of a Titus Grant shot. Grant back on the pitch to start this second half. And you have to imagine that the attack will feature him heavily. Brandon McCurtain winding up for the long throw. Heaves that in there. That falls for Julie. McCurtain. Secondary cross. Not clear yet. Gooley trying to square that ball. Went back to Denley. Ihamwatula. Now Reyes. Across from Reyes is blocked and cleared away by Mejia. Just 2 players in the referee's book after the first 45 minutes. Christian Tyrone was carded in the 21st minute, and Jake Ferry for SPU in the 43rd. These teams committing 7 fouls apiece in that first half, but despite that figure, it's actually been a pretty clean match here at Interbay Stadium. A reminder that SPU can move into solitary position in second place in the conference with a win this evening. St. Martin's dropping a 2-0 decision on the road to Western Washington. Free kick given right around the corner flag. These balls a little bit more dangerous, though, when you can swing them in from above the byline. You can put some curl on them. Really make things hazardous at the back post where Lewis Coates and now Axel Lonfors are waiting. Ball in from Tyrone. Low ball, doesn't beat Reed Baez. And that is a free kick that Tyrone badly would like back. Working quickly on the throw, and this one falls. And the flag is up for offside. Which is a bit of an interesting question there. It looked like Ihamwatula was the first man to play that ball off the throw-in for the Cavaliers, which means that if Alex Mejia deliberately played the ball, that's the way the law is worded, then Ihamwatula could not be in an offside position. Mejia. Up to Baez. Cavaliers again compact on defense. They're going to make it very difficult to score. Alden Massey takes a touch into space. Massey closing in on the penalty area. Massey goes for goal and whiffs it wide to the right post. Lovely series of touches by Alden Massey in space. Closed in on the 18, broke himself into a little bit of an angle. And in the end, could not tuck it away. McCurtain spins away from a challenge from Lee. Wide now for Tyrone. Cross deflected to the back post. Baez looking to push it clear. It's Gooley. He and Ryerson collide, and it runs out for an SPU throw-in. Grant spins nicely off his man. Moving forward, 3 blue shirts around him. Grant pushing that ball into open space. He'll go down. Ball was far enough away from him that he's not going to get that call. He's not happy about it. But the truth is, to draw that foul, you pretty much need to be in possession. Grant still remonstrating with the official. Now it's Seidel. Gooley. Tyrone on a long run to this ball. Jacob Bowl also there. And Bowl lets it run out for a goal kick. This one falls through for Grant. The flag up for offside. Ooh, it really looked like Brandon McCurtain might have held the sophomore on there. Very close call, but you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the assistant referee. Massey making a move on McCurtain. McCurtain gets the inside line and the free kick. Mark Collins, 11th year head coach of SPU, calling Titus Grant over to the sideline for a moment, giving him the universal hand gesture, telling him to calm down, keep his head. You can only talk so long at a referee before you'll get a yellow card for dissent. And SPU needs Grant at full strength. Here's Denley. He's going to let fly, and Kari Whitney to the ground once more. Far side to Ryerson. Pass coming behind Travis Swallow that time. Now it's Tyrone. McCurtain on the overlap. He'll receive it. Lead off for Seidel. Immediate cross. Easy header for Mejia. Swallow. Baez going against Gooley. Referee playing advantage. Iham Watila. Wide for Reyes. Reggie Reyes comes off Ryerson. Again from Reyes. Another partial clearance. Tyrone underneath it. He heads that down for himself. And chops it off Bowl for a throw-in. Well, it is the Cavaliers who have seized the early momentum and have SPU push back on their heels here in the 55th minute. Long throw from McCurtain. Alden Massey up toward Grant. Massey, Grant goes down there. Josh Wilkins believes he did it too easily. And now it's Lonfors up for Denley. And Alden Massey. Massey comes through the back of Denley there, giving away the free kick. And the clock going to stop. Massey's earned himself a yellow card. Oh, pardon me. Referee has stopped the clock, usually only with a booking to proceed. Titus Grant showing him his forearm. And this is Josh Wilkins giving the Grant the "if I hear one more comment" speech. So Grant will escape a booking here. He feels he was fouled by Lonfors. Christian Tyrone was set to restart that ball, but he needs to wait for the referee's whistle to do so. Clock is stopped at 55:04. Swung in by Hatch, and he'll miss the target. Kari Whitney restarts play. Swallow gets to that ball with emphasis. Now it's Baez. He's pressing forward. Baez to Massey. Massey on his left foot. He's in the area. He'll go down, and the referee points to the spot. Penalty given. Well, some light protesting from the Cavaliers, who feel that Massey went down too easily, but it certainly looked like there was a trip from this angle. And now it'll be Titus Grant going mano a mano with Grant Alcorn. Alcorn with 2 saves to his name tonight. Grant saved, headed back in by Swallow, and Alcorn goes down. He draws the free kick as Grant was offside. Alcorn down in the penalty area now. They're going to wave for the trainers, or at least his teammates did. The referee has not as of yet. More stellar stuff out of Grant Alcorn, who guessed right against Titus Grant. Grant went right down Main Street with his penalty effort and could not beat the keeper. Remain level in the 57th minute. Lewis Coates goes back for Alcorn. Lonfors to Denley. Ihamwatila. Reyes. Back for Ihamwatila. He's tied up with his man. Now Gooley. Gooley lets fly on that one. Smashes harmlessly into the retaining net. Kari Whitney restarts play. Lanfors. Now it's Denley. Denley with some space here. Long range effort. That one gets beyond Whitney but is wide of the net. Denley with all sorts of room to operate. And the pressure right now very much on SPU to score first, to win here at home. Against a team in Concordia that's lost its last 6 matches. McCurtain, he'll drift inside. Reyes, Gooley. Gooley back for Lanfors. He has options at the back post. Looking to pick them out. And out for a corner. Fourth of the match for the visitors. Seidel going to step off now as Alec Dunkel returns. Reggie Reyes teeing up the in-swinger. It's a big ball, back post. Initial header won by Luke Postma. Denley back toward goal. Whitney forced to make a stop on the goal line. Pretty acrobatic kick by Denley to put that on target. "60 minutes gone here at Interbay Stadium, 30 to play. No goals between SPU and the Concordia Cavaliers. Grant. Trevor Lee. Now it's Hatch. He'll drift forward. Tyrone back for Hatch. And his pass mislaid on the return to Christian Tyrone. Lee lets it ride, but it's picked away by McCurtain. Now Lanfors. Massey was the first one of that header. Ball back to Alcorn. Travis Swallow tied up by Reyes. Reyes comes away with it. Looking for Denley. Ihamwatila. Reyes trying to turn against Ryerson here. And Reyes playing with the free hand a little too much. Baez hold on to that ball through the challenge from Lanfors. Hope to link up with Swallow up the far side. Massey moving inside against McCurtain. Jumps through the challenge. And, well, has the foot come out from him at the end there. Draws the free kick. He'll be grateful the whistle has gone for 2 reasons there. The first, because he's won the set-piece opportunity. The second, it serves as a pretty decent explanation for what happened with that shot he just took. Trevor Lee and Titus Grant over the ball now. They'll check in with Reed Baez as well. Waning seconds of the 63rd minute. Mejia get a check into the wall. It's Lee. He goes for the near post. Had a pretty good run at it from what we could see. Just couldn't put it on frame. Now it's Reyes. Reyes from distance. Another effort pings harmlessly wide of the net. Towering header back in the direction of Tyrone. Bowl is there. And Bowl putting on a masterclass. Muscles Tyrone off the ball and lets that one run out for a goal kick. Kari Whitney looking for Baez at midfield. Swallow. Or pardon me, Ryerson. And that is Swallow who wins the throw-in and quickly takes it up the far side. Hatch heading for the driving range with that one. Gets it most of the way up the hill. Switch to Bowl. And Ryerson spins out of a challenge. SPU trying to manufacture something here. Concordia has 10 men behind the ball. It's Massey. Massey, the give and go. Alden Massey, and a brilliant tackle coming in from Lewis Coates. And Alcorn forced to knock that away. Baez. This is Reed Baez. And once again, interposing himself as Axel on fours. SPU draw another free kick in the right alley. Free kick served in. Alcorn comes for it, misses. This one might be directed on post. It's off the post from Mejia. The second shot deflected in traffic. SPU trying to stay on the front foot. Postma over toward Mejia. And it's nicked away. Postma wins it right back. And it comes through harmlessly to Alcorn. Well, that's 3 gilt opportunities SPU's had tonight. Michael Hatch slid to the ground and cleared one shot from Titus Grant off the line in the first half. Grant had a penalty saved by Alcorn here in the second. And now Alex Mejia, after Alcorn came and whiffed on that dangerous set piece, could not put it anywhere other than the right post. SPU trying to keep the pressure on. This is Massey. Alden Massey on his left foot. Bounced off a couple of defenders on its way through. '68th minute, Trevor Lee to take the corner. Lee, powerful corner. And a free kick's already gone inside the box. And Titus Grant. Oh, pardon me. It looks like it might have been Iha Motula who was just booked. We'll wait for the official confirmation. And it was to someone on SPU's bench. Meanwhile, here comes Massey once more. He's been a workhorse tonight for SPU. Massey back to his right, tried to lay that ball off. He's comfortable with his left foot, but he doesn't seem to have the inclination to pull the trigger when it's on his right. Dunkled. The 1-2. Denley here. Denley slots it past Kari Whitney. And the visitors take the lead here in the 70th minute. Cavaliers moving forward. And now potentially with 20:44 to play in position for a shocking upset. And it's Denley's third goal of the year. And now, can SPU manufacture something? Christian Tyrone pulled from the match there in favor of Matthew Cunningham, a sophomore out of Newtonards, Northern Ireland. Travis Swallow looking for Lee. Lee can't settle that ball against Hatch. Cunningham. Dunkled. Falcons have it back. Postma goes for Baez. Titus Grant drifting up the near sideline. They push it wide to Ryerson.
Come on, Bird.
Massey going wide to Bowl. And Bowl loses out to McCurtain, who's the first man in on that ball. Now Denley has it. Denley into traffic. And it's tucked out of play by Bowl. Bahia up to Baez. Swallow. Ryerson. Ryerson makes his move, and his cross knocked out for a corner. Mario Vukic will come on. Trevor Lee headed off for SPU, who trail 1-0 here in the 73rd minute. Lee's departure means that Titus Grant will take the set piece. Grant, dangerous looking ball. Initial header, I believe, from Hatch. Ball in from Baez. Wide of the back post. Alcorn goes up. Great hands in the air and in traffic. Singular focus from the Concordia keeper. Vukic. Ball has it pulled away by Cunningham. Lanfors. And the flag up for offside against Dunkeld. Mejia hoping to hit Grant. Lanfors controls. 75th minute. Cavaliers lead 1-0. Alcorn under some pressure there. Still gets that ball out to midfield. Comes off the hand of Baez, advantage played. And you might see that sequence a lot over the next couple minutes. Alcorn's been rock steady between the posts tonight. They trust him even under pressure to keep running time off the clock. McCurtain sails that ball in, headed out by Wise. This one falls through for Swallow. Swallow moving into the middle, Grant to his right. He picks out Grant. Titus Grant runs, taking him very wide now. He crosses that in toward Massey. And a sliding defender disrupts Massey's run to the ball. Bull steaming in now. He collides with Gooley. And it's out for a throw-in. Alden Massey tries to chip that ball up to Grant.
Keep going, man. You're clean, man. Come on, keep going. Something forward.
Swallow, wide to Ryerson. Baez. Mejia presses forward, tried to roll one up to Grant. Massey. And lifted clear. That time by Lewis Coates. Swallow gets it along to Baez. Backheels it right back to Swallow. Travis Swallow. That one clatters off a man, and Alcorn could not hold it in play. Out for a corner.
Let's go, Falcons!
Grant hits an in-swinger. Alcorn spills it a little, and it's still cleared. Grant goes back for Ryerson. Second ball now. Alcorn off his line. Mejia gets to it, and Gooley will happily smash it up to the halfway line. Jacob Bowl looking at Mejia. Grant pulls it out of the air. Grant's gone down, free kick given. This one in dangerous position, about 3 yards above the 18. '80th minute now. Reed Baez and Titus Grant over this ball. 6 men in the wall for the Cavaliers. Grant, he'll go for goal, and it's parried away by Alcorn. Another corner. Substitutions now for both teams. Dane Kiger, the first year out of Portland, Oregon, checking in for the Cavaliers. And Sam Rucklos is on for the Falcons. 8th corner of the night for SPU. Service in, and it'll be the 9th corner of the night for SPU.
Let's go, Reed!
Baez's ball, back post. Alcorn with a massive punch comes out to Grant. Grant tries to float it back in. And Dunkel smashes it out the near sideline. Baez. 3 defenders. Gooley gets the ball off him. Cunningham. Denley, the goal scorer. And Bowl lays it down line. Can't win possession back. Ed Wise looking to put the ball back in play. He'll go for the big switch over to Mejia. Ryerson. Mejia steaming forward now. Mario Vukic back for Mejia. Foot race to the byline. Too much on that ball potentially. Hatch slides down. Corner number 10 for SPU. Titus Grant. Low ball in. Needs to do better with that. A little bit fortunate to have it come off Iham Watila. Second one higher. That one finds purchase at the back post. Hit back out to Grant. Grant floats that ball in. Alcorn comes for it and whiffs. And it runs out of play. Another corner on the far side. '83rd minute, Falcons getting great service here on these set pieces, but no one on the end of them. Reed Baez drives in a shallow one near side. Mejia goes up for it. Travis Swallow shoots. It's a scrum in front of goal. Grant takes over. Grant from long range. It's blocked by Dunkel and gone out for another corner. Set up the targets and pass out the BB guns. It's an old school carnival shooting gallery out there for the Falcons, who cannot punch a ball in. Grant chips this one a little bit higher. Dunkel gets the initial clear. As far as Bowl. Mejia calling for the second ball. It's a high one in. Mejia spins and can't direct it on frame. Out for a goal kick. Christian Tyrone now will check back in for Cunningham. Dan Berkey looking to see through the upset and pull off what is a very difficult sweep against SPU this season. Denley ahead for Tyrone. Another goal might ice this. Only as far as Vukic on the clearance. McCurtain steps in front of it. McCurtain pressing forward against Rucklos. Now Baez, advantage played. Baez tripped up, free kick given. And it'll be moved back to the initial foul. Crowd here at Interbay Stadium trying to push SPU on to greater things. Big ball up toward Rucklos. Vukic. Swallow. Baez near side to Bowl. Vukic pokes it up to Grant. Can he turn? Lays it off for Massey. Ryerson for Baez. 85 minutes played now. Up to Rucklos. Defender draped all over him. Baez in for Vukic. Rucklos. Alden Massey. Massey on his left foot smashes it into Lewis Coates. Reyes gets it up to midfield. 4.5 left now. Bowl makes a move inside against Tyrone. Jacob Bowl squares for Vukic. Mario Vukic! And Alcorn another stop. This one comes fat. Falling for Alden Massey. Massey chops to his right. Dancing past men now. Lays it off for Vukic. Chaos at the top of the penalty area. Reyes going to try to dribble this one clear. Knocks it long, and it sails out the touchline. '87th minute. Bowl up toward Grant. Rucklos getting manhandled up there. Going in against Tyrone. Shoulder to shoulder, the referee says. Bowl floats one back toward Rucklos. And Coates tucks it out of play. Baez gets it to Vukic. Titus Grant's cross, blocked at the point of attack. Baez up toward Rucklos. Grant can't escape the sliding challenge of Tyrone, but wins the throw-in. 88th minute now. Long throw looking for Rucklos, comes right back to Grant. He tries to head it back in. Concordia, every time they clear their lines, they keep glancing over to the scoreboard, seeing those seconds tick down, time dwindling for SPU, looking for an equalizer. Trailing 1-0 in the dying minutes of this match. Ryerson, a long home run ball. Alcorn wants this one himself, and he'll get it on the bounce. Booming kick on the punt from Alcorn. Reyes underneath it. He'll go down. Free kick given. That's going to eat up even more time. Pretty solid shot on the free kick. Quickly taken. You would have expected Concordia to run a little more time off the clock there. Kari Whitney, pass midfield. Rucklos wins the header. Sent back forward by Lewis Coates. Ryerson. Whitney switches to Wise. We hit the 90th minute in Interbay Stadium. The crowd getting on its feet, trying to get behind the Falcons here. Mislaid pass from Ed Wise there, turned over to Dunkel. Baez slides in. Gooley still has it though. And now it falls for Christian Tyrone. 43 seconds left. Tyrone, he's looking for the corner flag. He'll take it in himself. And it's an SPU throw-in. And now the clock can be called to a stop with 31 seconds left. And pardon me, the referee, if he stopped the clock, is he coming in to book Tyrone for delaying the restart of play? He ought to. Tyrone picked up the ball after the referee had done it. The yellow card is out of his pocket. That should be Christian Tyrone's second yellow card. And now the card back in the pocket. No card given. Christian Tyrone escapes being sent off here in the 90th minute, despite delaying the restart of play. It'll be a throw-in, not a free kick given. And the clock restarts. 28 seconds left now. Kari Whitney sends downfield. You have to wonder if the referee realized who it was he was going to have to give a second yellow card to. 20 seconds left now with the free kick. Everyone coming forward. Baez sails this one in, 15 on the clock. Emphatic header inside the area. Reyes smashes it out of play. And there's no ball on the far sideline. 6 seconds left, the countdown on, and SPU going to fall here at home by a score of 1-0. The Concordia Cavaliers, on the back of tremendous defending and superb goalkeeping from Grant Alcorn, sneak out the clean sheet against SPU, who fall to 8-7 and a level 4-4 in conference play. Concordia improving to 4-8-1, 2-6 in GNAC play, and they pull off the sweep against SPU, who will be back at home here on Saturday against Montana State Billings for a 7 p.m. kick. We will have that match for you here. But that's going to do it for us here from Interbay Stadium. Again, your final score, Concordia 1, SPU 0. I'm Andrew Harvey saying so long, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.